Hey guys, it's me Tiffany. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're watching episode 9 of Top Form. I waited until I did not buy a fast track for episode 9. That's why we're watching this on a Friday, because I heard that it's sad. People were crying after it, and I'm like, hell no. Nope, I'm not ruining my weekend. It was like my final weekend before school started. I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy my weekend, so we're gonna watch 9 and 10 together. And then I made a realization that shit, episode 10 is the penultimate episode. I'm like, fuck. So I'm still debating if I'm gonna buy fast track for episode. I think if it's too painful for episode 9, I'm gonna fast track episode 10 and then we'll watch episode 11 next week. So yeah, but without further ado, let's watch episode 9 of Top Form. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god.
ที่ตรงนี้ก็อร่อยดีนะครับที่หลังผมไม่เอาซ่อมมาแต่จริงอยู่ว่าโตทำไมอ่ะที่เห็นรูปฝึกนะ
Oh, wow. Fucking. I'm so mad. Like, I'm so mad. God.
เฮ้ยไปแล้วกัน
No, you fucking bitch! You pull into the fucking bathroom. Oh. The way that he's like trying to pull it up, like let's get away. No, you fucking oh.
เดี๋ยวไปพักก่อนเดี๋ยวใครว่าการสั่งเห็นรูปหลุดยัง
เฉามากมึงว่าอีกคนเป็นใครวะ
นั่นดิ
It's because the angle you can't even see its chin.
อย่าหายไปอีกนะ
Are they on a rooftop? Because it's giving bored flashbacks.
Huh? พี่พูดตลกอะไร ฉันดูตลกมาก
I can't. I'm so fucking done. I hate people. I hate humans. Oh my god.
พี่อยากเลิกกับผมจริงๆเหรอ
He doesn't want to. He needs to.
ไม่เลิกกันวันนี้ สักวันก็ต้องเลิกอยู่ดี ฉันไม่ได้กะจะจริงจังอะไรกับนายอีกแล้ว
I'm like, no. Don't say that.
แล้วบอกความจริงมาเขาปิดบังอะไรอยู่
Before we start, I just have so much to say, and it's so frustrating. It's because, like, okay, Akin's character, he is somebody like, I mean, the whatever his name, whatever he is, you know, I have a bunch of bad words for him. He knows, I think the industry does, and also Sigma Entertainment knows Akin won't betray the person he loves. And the hard part is that Akin is such a, like, I think it's really beautiful to watch his character develop. I think there's an idea, like, there's that selfishness in every human where, like, I want to be number one, and that kind of reaction, even though he constantly say, oh, like, these labels don't affect me, but it did affect him when he lost that to Jin about the whole, like, sexiest man thing. And you see him grow and develop, and like he's able to become his true self and accept those feelings and thoughts and just be more human and like not that perfect, because humans aren't perfect. and then we saw him grow and then his struggles with accepting himself and just being happy, and we saw that letter that he wrote, like he's finally don't have to lie about his everything and just be true to himself, and how much Jin changed him, and how important Jin is, like the build up of expressing how important Jin is as a person to him is so beautifully done, to the point where we're seeing this now, like we understand why Akin chose to do what he's doing right now, why he chose to break up with him, because he, like, I think Jin is young in this industry, he's new, but Akin is seasons. He understands why these things are happening. He does not want to ruin that for Jin, that he has a long future. In many ways, Akin, though he does also have a long future, he's been in the industry for so long. If he leaves right now, he might not have as much, like, he still made a name for himself. Whereas Jin is brand new, he's hot and running. If he leaves right now, that could ruin the rest of his life, in the sense of like career wise, and he can't let that happen. And he also is aware that Jin has a lot of like potential, and Jin has a lot of hopes in this industry as well too, so he's choosing to protect it. Like in like many ways, like you can say that, oh, Akin is also has a long potential into him, but he, you know, like because of Jin, like they should not be together because they're just ruining Akin's future as well too. But like I think we've developed this connection with Akin as a person who is so selfless, in the sense of like he does have a dream and hope, and he's gonna do whatever it takes to get to it, but at the same time we've seen him become more of him. Like I think that do whatever it takes to get to the top and achieve the goal is the artist Akin, but deep down the real Akin is the one who is going to do anything and be able to be himself and listen to his heart and his story and do whatever it takes to be with the person he loves. And sadly that's not able to happen. This is with the conflict between what needs to be done, what artist Akin needs to do, what I want as personal Akin, all mixed into here, where he has made the decision to break up with him, because that is the closest thing you can do to achieve more than one of the goals of what this embodiment of the relationship in Akin as a person wants in life. And he has to sacrifice that like relationship he has with Jin, and it's painfully like the only option I think in his mind right now too. And it's the sacrifices he make, and it's just so sad that it goes that way, because society and like the entertainment industry is so toxic that they have to use dirty tricks to put up one person and take down the others, to like that's the norms. I'm going crazy.
ได้โอกาสมีกระแสจิ้นกับบุ๋มหน้ากอดแห่งปีทั้งทีถ้าพี่ไม่คว้าไว้ก็แย่ละวันไหนพี่จริงอยากจะกลับมาสวมแหวนวงนี้ขึ้นมาจริงๆก็บอกได้นะพี่จะรอ
ไม่ต้องรอแล้วก็ได้นะครับ
just the way he shows up to collect his man.
ไม่ต้องรอแล้วก็ได้นะครับ
He's like, I don't know how to answer this. I don't know how to fucking answer this, because my love is always to my fucking mans. And then his man's coming like, sorry, I'm like way too jittery.
พี่ชิน
Ooh. Where the fucking ring come from? Where? Oh, he has the ring on too. What the fuck? Oh my god, I can't believe I waited a whole fucking week to watch this. Are you fucking kidding me?
กลับบ้านกันแล้วจุน
Generally, I did not. Those people that I was watching the reviews on, I watched the first 2 minutes and they were like, she was bawling her eyes out. And I didn't want to spoil her, so I just like slip away. So all my impressions were people bawling at the beginning, and I did not watch their whole reviews. But like, okay, I really enjoyed this episode. I thought I was gonna hate this episode because of just the content on it, but I love it because I think it's messy, it's chaotic, and people can say that, okay, like, Jin does not deserve to be with Akin because of the sacrifices Akin has to be with, or Akin does not deserve to be with Jin because every time something goes wrong, he's like, okay, I'm gonna protect him, I'm gonna break up with him, and all that kind of like giving up on their relationship and the trust of each other. I can clearly see those two sides going, but I feel like it's so human to be that. I think Akin is such a character. I feel like he's a character who we see definitely kids. So when you're watching a drama, there's always that like one main character and the other, like, there's a second main, but like it's like he's not the second lead, he's also the main character, but we're always going to see one side of the character of the CP more than the other usually, and Akin is that person. This is more of an Akin story than a Jin story in many ways. There has been a lot of moments of Jin, but it's always been an Akin story in the sense of we watch him go through life and love, romance, and struggles through all these things of human things that we grow up and explore and learn through. I kind of explained a little bit about like the whole thing with like being able to accept those feeling of jealousy, accept those feeling of loss, and hating that feeling of losing something that you tried so hard working on, becoming human and accepting, and not putting on a mask all the time. And at the same time, this I think at the end of last episode through this episode, it expresses the idea of like of love and being in a relationship. I think Akin is inexperienced in that realm, so he did what he thought was best. He wanted, like, he's a person we've built up that he is such a loving person, and he will do whatever it takes to protect the people he loves. And yes, I think Jade said the right, like, when you're in love, you're blinded by the options and ability to think clearly. And I've talked about this, and it has been scientifically like talked about. I don't know exactly where the research is. There is research that like you are more blinded by a lot of things, and you're kind of dumber in when you are in love because of the kind of the feelings and expressions that you have throughout that relationship. So like having all of that, I think in his mind, like the only way possible is I gotta do the worst case scenario thing, break up with the person that I love to protect him and do everything because I am a nobody. And I think it comes back to the self-esteem thing. I feel like throughout this in Dell's series as well too, like he was at the top, and because these new actors and that like how the entertainment industry works and the pressure he's put under of like, and also I think another big factor is like at the beginning hearing about Judy's problem and like how like her relationship with somebody else broke up, and like people constantly talking about them and that could ruin her career and all that kind of stuff. All that pressure put on him, he saw the only outlet, the only way out of this problem is to sacrifice himself and give up on his career to do that. And I really love Jade's scene where like he was like, you have so much potential as well too, and he is blinded by his love, that he can't see his own potential, his self-worth in the sense of this relationship and just his life in general. I think because he's such a caring person. And I think because like now looking back and knowing that like, okay, Jin and Judy had this plan, I feel like that whole elevator scene was like he was gonna give in, but he's like, no, I can't give in on this thing right now. I can't sacrifice you stopping me from doing what I'm gonna do. If I tell you, if I like just like lose it right now and kiss you or something like that. I think that was a moment like he's like, no, I can't do that. It's kind of reminding me of Tharn Type season 1 where Type was like, I need to break up with you and all that kind of stuff, and he's like, and at the end, I can't watch you hurt yourself more. I need to shed the light on the reality that you need to see kind of situation there. I kind of see that parallel here in the story, and definitely a different way of seeing the elevator scene now. And I think the clear example, I think he was trying also telling him like, I still love you, I still care about you, with the necklace being on. And yeah, and I think Judy also playing a role into that, where like trying to make convincing, making sure that Akin does not find out about their plan. Like, it's like if Akin does find out that plan, he's gonna try to stop them, and you know, gotta make it believable for everything to work out the way it is. And people are like, okay, why is Judy helping them? And I think you clearly see that Judy, at the beginning, the setup was Judy kind of is in, not hot waters, but like there's a lot of like discussion of her relationship and her personal life, I guess, and to kind of like divert that kind of more of a negative thoughts and negative perception of her, she uses, okay, like we are working very hard on this new drama, and this like CP kind of rose her to fame in a different manner. Like her name is still maintaining the top, and she's gaining a lot of exposure through that aspect of using this like CP to continue more work and all that kind of stuff. And I think also like it also sheds another light of how there are genuine people in the industry. We portray a lot, like we see this is not the only like entertainment industry BL series out there, or it's drama series out there, but a lot of time they portray the managers, the people, the working, the actors, other actors are always hating each other, competition, and these like discussing toxic environment and toxic people. But in this series there is still all of that, but at the same time there's genuine people who really and loves and care about the people that they work with and people they manage, like Jade, like Judy. I think great example, like she at first she's like, okay, like she's gonna like come in and take over Jin and all the popularity and do what it takes to be the top and all that kind of stuff. But no, like she cares about them and she's willing to help them out, and then I think just beautiful to watch that kind of relationship. I don't like only two, but also the other guy, the one that was like talking about his relationship, and then the wife as well too. I think they're like genuine people who cares about it, and then also like kind of hearing their story about like, oh, the wife kind of like leaving behind her career to be able to be with the person she loves, and but like the other perspective of like that was preparing me for all the hardship and the chaos that comes in a relationship. All that is like just like hearing all that is beautiful to see and just experience. And yeah, I'm curious on how do you, like, did he have the ring prepared? I feel like after like hearing the conversation about the ring with the guy and the wife, I think Akin went out and bought a ring for them, but like was never meant to give it to Jin, but they kept it in like that idea of that feeling of love, and like he's never gonna be able to love anybody else again, but like a reminder of his love story with Jin. And but like now he gets to use it. It's the cutest thing ever. Oh, I love the ending so much. Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna watch episode 10 now because I feel a little better. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on my social media link down below. See you next time. Bye.